when there is no more room in hell.
Well, sometimes that is better.
The dead will walk.
Hey guys, all right, cool. Welcome to the podcast, guys. Shambling Horror Podcast. I think we're on 11, 12. I don't know. I lost count after like 2. It's fine. Yeah, we talk about all things survival horror. So alien, zombies, dudes with chainsaws, whatever, pretty much whatever we feel like talking about. Sorry, I haven't really been around. It's been spotty the last like 2 or 3 days. For anybody who like tunes into live streams on Twitch, or watches my YouTube content, my dog has a sort of like slow acting, and we think it's a what is it, allergic reaction to something. It started on his 2 front paws, and his paws are really inflamed, the pads on his paws, and his face is starting to break out a little bit. And we think it was, we started him on some pumpkin treats because he had an upset stomach, and we think maybe he's got some kind of allergy to the pumpkins. Yeah, hey, just Axon, welcome in. But yeah, so we've been doing that. I got like literally no sleep last night at all. I had planned on being around. I sat on the couch and swaddled him in a blanket. I have Keto Hex shampoo. It's like some shampoo we used to use at the shelter. It's really good. And we put some ointment on his paws, and I swaddled him in a blanket so he wouldn't lick his paws. And I slept like 10 minutes at a time, and I wake up and I say, no licking, don't lick your paws, no licking, don't lick your paws. Literally, bro, I swaddled him in a blanket and I cuddled him like this, and I would sleep 10 minutes at a time. And I wake up and go, and I would look, licking, right? And go back to sleep. And I look, and no, bro, yeah, I've been like running a candle at both ends, like trying to take care of the dog. Yeah. So I'm back. One of the first thing we're actually going to cover in this podcast is Forgive Me, Father. We're actually playing this on Sunday. So if you're listening to this podcast on Sunday, make sure you tune into the live stream. It'll be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if this isn't up by then. Or check out the YouTube channel. I will put up, I don't really do reviews, but I'll put up some playthroughs of that game on my YouTube channel. All of that will be linked in the description. So this is really neat. So this is why I do this podcast, because I find stuff like this that like I hadn't even heard of. This is a game called Forgive Me, Father. I guess it's out of early access. It's full release. It just came out. I actually bought it. I'm playing this on Sunday. I don't think I've played any games from either of these people who made this game, but it's basically like old school FPS. It's like Doom. It's got like a Doom soundtrack kind of, and it's sort of got religious iconography and like Hexen. They even listed Hexen. You guys remember Hexen as their inspiration in Quake, which are 2 of my favorite games. Heck, they haven't made a Hexen in forever, not to my knowledge. Quake, obviously, we haven't had a Quake game in years either. Not like a story-based Quake. Quake Arena is different, or Quake Champions, or whatever it was. But the CEO here made a statement basically saying like they could not wait to get the game out, and how they expanded it, I guess, with the beta testing. But yeah, you either play a priest or a journalist battling gruesome monstrosities while wielding a powerful arsenal of weapons. There's also ability upgrades in the game. It looks crazy. So it's available on Steam. It's $20 right now. I think it has a 50% discount for the first week. I don't know, when was this listed? So it's this week. So it's through Thursday, I guess. Yeah. Or no. Yeah, it will be through Tuesday since this was put up on I need to look at what day they publish it, but it's good for another couple days. You'd have 2 characters, skill trees, weapons, weapon upgrades, 27 levels. Everything's voice acted. I was gonna play it tonight. I actually have it downloaded, but I wanted to give it a day to sort of breathe. I wanted to kind of let everybody know, like, hey, I am, I'm gonna, did you ever end up playing through, yeah, but like a while ago. I played that game like a while ago. I'm pretty sure, like, I want to say I played through that game like years ago. Like it was on sale at some point. I'm pretty sure I did. That's the one with not Ellen Ripley. It's like her daughter or granddaughter. Yeah. No, and the robots are actually way scarier than the actual alien, in my opinion. Yeah, that game is really good. Yeah, it's Amanda. Yeah. But yeah, we'll play this on Sunday. I wanted to give myself a chance to sort of let everybody know I'll be playing it on Sunday. Yeah, this will be on Sunday. Yeah, Alien Isolation's cool. I don't know if you guys have read any of the books. The books are super good. Like really, really good. I really enjoyed the books. What are they? The Sea of Sorrow, or is it Sea of Sorrow, or there was like a trilogy. So basically it's yeah, those books are really good. So there's 3 of them. Hold on one second. Alien books. Nope. Alien books. No, it's hold on. They're called Alien 3, Alien Resurrection, Alien Hive. No, it's called like where is it? Out of the Shadows. That's what it is. It's a series. This book is really good. I highly recommend it. Perfect place to bring this up too, since it's a survival horror podcast. There's, I think, 3 of these books. It's this one, and then there's damn, there's 3 of these. I can't remember. Out of the Shadows, Sea of Sorrows, and River of Pain. Alien Invasion, I'm not sure I've ever read. But yeah, so basically you have one of these books is one of them is interesting. It takes place like it tells the story of what happened basically between Alien 1 and Alien Alien and Aliens. Like it fills in that story with Newt's parents and shit. It's actually like really cool. It's actually really, really cool. Yeah, these books are fantastic. These 3, this trilogy, Alien Out of the Shadows, Sea of Sorrows, and River of Pain. If you ever get a chance to read these books, I didn't read the other ones. There's actually a couple of these. Maybe I should go back and read these. But yeah, highly recommend these books. But yeah, we were just talking about Forgive Me Father, FPS shooter. It's like Lovecraftian. I'll be getting into that on Sunday. Looks cool. I recommend it based on what I've seen. Sort of wait and see what my impressions are on Sunday. So I have opinions on this. So DC Douglas, the guy who did Wesker, is no longer doing Wesker. I have opinions. So like, yes. So listen, I like Wesker like a lot. Ada is probably my favorite Resident Evil character. Wesker's pretty cool. I like Wesker. He's always kind of doesn't give a shit. He's like a really important character in the series, but he's not like around a ton, which is funny, right? Like if you look at the appearances of all the other characters in the series, like he's not in the series a ton, but when he is around, like he's like he's like important. So yeah, so this guy DC Douglas has been Wesker, the voice of Wesker, since 2007. He announced on Instagram that he's stepping down from the role. The reason I have opinions is because like Wesker's dead, like super dead. Like he got thrown, like didn't he get like I think got like thrown into a fucking volcano, like dead, like he's not coming back. I mean, I guess not. Well, they're doing reboots and stuff, so it's possible. But I mean, Wesker hasn't been relevant in like a minute. And not only that, like even if they did bring him back, it would probably be for like Resident Evil Reverse and some of this other stuff, right? Like it's not like main story games. Like Wesker's done, unless it's like some kind of remake. Unless it's some kind of remake. Like main story games is like way beyond Wesker like being dead. And if they did bring him back, it would feel cheap, right? Like it would just feel like it would feel cheap. Like they threw him in a damn volcano. So that's why, like, when I see this, I'm like, oh, that sucks because, like, he voiced a character that I really like. But, like, bro, you haven't voiced a character in, like, how long? Like, it's been, like, a decade? I don't actually, I'm trying to think, like, last time. Like, that's what I mean. Like, it's like, okay, cool, that really sucks. He's retiring from the character. But, like, bro, it's been, like, a decade. Like, we thought you retired, like, 5 years ago. It's like one of those jokes when it's like somebody's super famous and you haven't heard from them in, like, 20 years. And you're like, that person's still alive? Like, that's a shitty thing to say, but it's funny. It's like, you haven't been relevant in this space, like, in a minute. Like, we appreciate the contributions you made, but, like, what the fuck? Like, I'll fucking say it. Nobody else will say it, but I'll say it. That's why I said I have opinions. I was like, I mean, that sucks he's retiring, but, like, bro hasn't done anything in, like, a minute with the Wesker. So, like, you know, I mean, anyway. I actually would love this guy to take the place of Wesker, the voice of Wesker. This is the guy who did, he did Heisenberg in Resident Evil Village, and he did Nikolai in Resident Evil 3. This guy is like the best villain. This dude, he also apparently did Brad Vickers, which I never knew, and Kendo. I knew he did Nemesis. I never knew he did, he did a motion capture for these two. But yeah, I would absolutely love if they hired, this guy's a really good villain, Neil Newbon. Go back and watch, anything like Nikolai from Resident Evil 3 the remake, or like his Heisenberg. His Heisenberg was like, stole the show. Like he just chewed scenery, right? Like him and Lady Dimitrescu, like just absolutely, like anytime they were on screen, I was glued in Resident Evil Village. Like they're really funny. They're really good voice actors. So again, it sucks DC Douglas is retired. Wesker does the voice of Wesker, but like, I mean, you got guys like Neil Newbaum who could do it, right? I mean, Matt Mercer's still around. I'm sure he could do it. You know, so it sucks to see him go, but you know, I don't know. It is what it is. Yeah, he's been doing it since what, 2007. I'm looking to see. Yeah, but yeah, it's gonna be. It sucks to see him go, but you know, wish him well and bye. I guess. Okay, cool. So, last thing I want to go over, I don't know if you guys saw, the trailer for Stranger Things 4 drop, which I will not show on stream in case people don't want spoilers, but we'll go over some stuff. So, it's survival horror. I'm going to go over this. I know some people might not like Stranger Things. I think I was talking about this the other day. I think that the first season was so good. It's one of those things. It's like, how can you possibly top that? Right? Like, you can have the best writers in the world, but like, how do you, like, when you have like Stranger Things like Struck Lightning, right? Like, how, like, I guess you can improve it, but like, sequels and things are always so much harder than the first one. So like, I don't know. I give it a lot of leeway. I really like the show a lot. I really like the 80s aesthetic. And there's some other things about this that are going to be cool. So the trailer dropped. Basically we get, without spoiling too much, the kids are all older. They're still in school. They're older and they're not, to my knowledge, in Hawkins anymore. And nobody has any powers of any kind. And some nonsense is going on. I'm not going to spoil nothing in case anybody didn't want to watch the trailer. And there seemingly is some kind of a war about to happen that involves the Upside Down. That's like where all the demons come from, for anybody who hasn't watched the show. two things that I thought were interesting from this trailer that I will point out. What's his face? Robert Englund, who played Freddy Krueger, is in this. And he looks crazy. Yeah, so apparently there's like some kind of house where there was a murder that took place, and like he was involved in that murder, and he is like in an asylum, and there's something going on. I don't remember them talking about this in the last season, but there's something going on there. And there is now all my D&D fans in the stream or listeners, there's a villain called Vecna. I don't do D&D, so I don't know. A lot of people who like D&D freaked out, I guess, when they heard the name Vecna. I guess it's like an old D&D character. Yeah, Sean is like, yes, sir! Yeah, I don't know who that is. I guess a lot of people got really excited. There's a picture of him here. He looks really wild. I've been reading a little bit about Vecna. I guess he's missing his eye, and there's like some lore to that, or tons of lore, like literally 40 years of lore. But it's really interesting. Vecna, I guess we assume, is the villain. And they showed the Mind Flayer, and they showed the Demogorgon and all of that. Like, that's all stuff you expect. That's not really a spoiler. But this, they're saying he's a mix of like Freddy Krueger and like Pennywise, which is interesting, right? Like, that's kind of big shoes to fill. The Freddy Krueger part would be cool, but like the Pennywise part of it would be great. I've always liked the idea of Pennywise, like from the books, not necessarily from the movies, but like from the books. Yo, he was way, way more sinister in the books. Like, he straight up eats a dude in front of, like, in front of his boyfriend, and, like, as he's eating his parts, he's, like, waving at him on a riverbank and shit. Like, he's, like, way, way more sinister in the books. But, like I said, Vecna is gonna be the villain. It's this creepy, like, tentacle dude. He looks super crazy. Dollar General Nemesis, you think so? Vecna? Or, who? But anyway, yeah. So Robert Englund is playing what's his face? Victor Creel, like I said, who's a guy. He's got some, we don't know much about him. There's a lot of people who think he's connected to the villain somehow. Robert Englund is going to be in something else too. I can't remember what it was. Robert Englund is going to be in Choose or Die on Netflix. I actually need to watch that. I think it comes out like today. I think it comes out tonight, or it came out at midnight. That's that movie with the video game, like, yeah. We were just going over Stranger Things. I'm not trying to spoil nothing. It doesn't come out, I don't think, till July or May 27th. I think it's going to be in two parts. It'll be May 27th and then July 1st. I think this is the last season. Yeah, Filthy Spoons. Yeah, we were just going over the villain. Name is Vecna. It's some like universe hopping like super villain. It's interesting. But yeah, it'll be interesting. I cannot wait. The trailer is right here. I don't want to watch it on stream just in case anybody didn't want to see it. But yeah, they're trying to get the old gang back together, it looks like. And there's some stuff going on with Hopper. That's not really a spoiler. They talked about that. There's some stuff going on with Hopper. I'm actually really worried that I have my worries about that. I would really hate. A lot of people actually think. Hey, what up, Rising Fate? What is AOT? What is that? Remind me. What is that? Remind me, what is that? I should know what that is. What is that? I don't do it. I'm bad with abbreviations. Yeah, good morning. Oh, Attack on Titan. You know what's funny is I watched the first season and I've sort of watched it here and there, but the release schedule is so all over the place that like I haven't been caught up. I'll be completely honest with you. I haven't been caught up at all. I've been trying to catch up on Jujutsu Kaisen actually recently. But yeah, that'll wrap it up for the podcast, guys. Thanks for coming out. Again, if you are listening to this on Sunday early enough, I'll try to get this up early enough. We are live streaming Forgive Me, Father, the FPS, on my Twitch channel, just Gersad over on Twitch. And I'll have it up on my YouTube, also Gersad on YouTube. And I love your faces, and I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Peace.